We were driving across the Golden Gate, and now we're in Snow Valley of Yosemite.
Did you hear the avalanches going?
What?
Yeah. There've been like 3. You get 100%. I swear to God.
I can't tell if you're pulling my leg or not.
I'm not. I'm really not.
I figure we're gonna have a pretty early wake up tomorrow.
Yeah. See the park.
I just want to get out and explore. And I know we only have a short bit here, but this is definitely the greatest way I think we could have kicked off this trip. I mean, day one.
That's pretty unreal day one.
I'm stoked, man.
Day 2 ahead. In the winter of 2018, the Kalahari Biltong team left their offices in Boston behind and headed to California in search of adventure. After spending weeks planning the route and designing their custom airstream, had the time finally come to bring their brand west for the first time. It wasn't until Tyler and I pulled up into that parking lot and actually seeing this glorious silver beast just sitting there waiting for us, knowing what we were about to embark on, did it finally become real. It was one of the most memorable and iconic timestamps in our company's history.
When we look at Airstream as a partner, and thinking about why it's such a great fit is because when you look at the two brands, Airstream is this, at its heart, classic simplicity. And it's about milestones on the road, adventuring with friends, being able to take it to places that you just can't normally go. Kalahari, if you break it down, this brand has always been about bonding over these very unique, very interesting experiences. And when you put the two together, it's a perfect partnership.
There's a custom table?
Yep.
What? Well, I think it's a testament to all the hard work you put into this. This is someone.
Right? It's been a fucking team effort, man.
Let's get her on the road.
When we started driving up those mountain passes, finally getting a hang of that trailer, white knuckling that steering wheel, I actually realized where we were going. I'd never been to Yosemite before, and the fact that within 2 hours we were already approaching snow-capped mountains, and then an hour out from the park when we start seeing trucks coming down the mountain with 8 inches of snow packed on top of their roofs, I look over at Tyler and was like, I think we got some weather approaching, man. I think this has been a little understated when it comes to where we're about to go. Are we going straight?
Yeah, we're staying on. I mean, we're going. Yeah, there's more road, man. Stay straight.
Oh, that's great.
Alrighty. Let's get some fuel.
Making fun of my elves. Do you think there'll be this much snow down there?
I hope so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
On the floor, the valley floor. Yeah.
Coming around those corners, chasing sunset was a little stressful, but the moment we saw this just untouched winter wonderland of just fluffy powdered trees and redwoods 200 feet high, did all that kind of go out the door. Pulling into the valley and seeing that alpine sunset ripping through the clouds across El Capitan. Fog was just like a tablecloth rippling over the top of it. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen before. It was almost like a welcome sign from the Biltong gods.
Well then, that's our best one. Otherwise, these two over here.
I'm gonna pin it back and it's gonna sit somewhere in here. Ow!
You're still fine. Keep going. Keep turning it. Keep driving back in the snow. 3, 2, stop. God. You want to leave it here, Robin? Honestly, Robin, I think this is the call. There's no way we're going to spit this thing out right now.
I know.
God, it's warm out.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, buddy, I got you.
We were driving across the Golden Gate, and now we're in snow valley of Yosemite.
Did you hear the avalanches going?
What?
Yeah. There've been like 3. We
Yeah.
get 100%. I swear to God.
I can't tell if you're pulling my leg or
I'm not. I'm really not.
You do realize this is about as warm as it's going to get for us tonight, right?
Yeah.
Since we have no heat in that thing.
Yep. And it's 10. Do you feel how cold the walls were?
I just want you to know, in the nicest way possible, I am not above sharing a sleeping bag with you tonight.
We do have one double.
Zipper up.
I think we have more biltong in the airstream right now than we sold in our first year.
Oh, definitely.
Right?
We were excited to sell 10 bags.
I know. Slinging meat, bag by bag. Farmer's market by farmer's market.
Do you remember our first pitches? Or, I guess for a better question, my first
Tyler's
pitch?
first pitch. Yeah. We'll never let you live that one down.
I really think that finger meat was potentially an interesting way to describe our product.
No, you knew the moment it came out of your mouth that, oh, God, fuck, what did I just say?
That was so bad. I knew it was bad when drunken customers were like,
what? Finger meat.
let me help you out with your pitch. I think you should just never
Stay
say
away
that
from Finger meat.
again. I figure we're gonna have a pretty early wake up tomorrow.
Yeah. See the park.
I just want to get out and explore. And I know we only have a short bit here, but this is definitely the greatest way I think we could have kicked off this trip. I mean, day one.
That's pretty unreal day one.
I'm stoked, man.
Day 2 ahead.
Come on. Up and at 'em.
Dude, I'm getting up, man.
Leave me alone. Look at all the condensation.
Ooh, wow. Whoa. It's brisk. Hey, look at that. Ah!
I wasn't actually gonna push you. That's it? He's gonna push? I'm gonna take this in my own hands. 2 years ago, we were still operating out of my house, effectively. We had converted what was the basement into a Kalahari Biltong fulfillment center, and shipping and customer service and you name it. And life was very different. There was a beautiful simplicity to it, I'll say that, but in no way, shape, or form could we have ever imagined that we would have the opportunity, like we're having right now, to say, hey, guys, guess what? At some point in time, you are going to brand an entire airstream with Kalahari, and you're gonna drive this thing from San Fran to LA, national parks, field activations, customer excitement. There's no way we would have even thought that was a remote possibility.
Dude, another avalanche. Holy shit.
Okay, dude. Ooh, that looks like something up ahead there.
Yes, this is ye old riverbend.
River dunk.
River dunk. This is a full plant.
God, push it up.
How is it?
Woo!
This is... Robin, what are you doing? This is not down dog. Hey. Okay. Yep, let's go.
Those first few days, we were missing our third leg of the tripod. Brett was overseas.
So I was really looking forward to that link up once we made it out of Yosemite. And the logistics of us all meeting were pretty stressful, but knowing that he was en route to link up with us, was everything gonna finally come together?
That's him.
Where? Oh, the red Jeep?
Yeah.
Well, hello.
Oh my God, look at this. Arriving that morning at that artichoke farm and getting there and seeing Tyler and Robin for the first time, and the intense excitement that I think we all had. I think for them to see it on my face, for seeing our, seeing that the Airstream for the first time, all branded out with our brand on there, and here we are traveling around showing off to everybody. Look at this beautiful brand, handing out our product. It was phenomenal. It was great to see them, great to be back as a team. It was fantastic. So what's the game plan? What's next?
To the beach.
Yeah?
We're heading to the
Nice.
coast.
We're gonna go down US 1 pretty
Yeah,
much.
we're gonna hit Big Sur this afternoon, and
Yes!
it's gonna be epic.
First time. Can't wait. Yes!
Alrighty, let's get your stuff in, pack up, and we'll get it going. We gotta
Like
go.
now?
Nice.
Yeah, I've just got here.
Dude,
Brett,
this is fluid. This is our mobile home. Let's go. Hands in.
There we go.
Come on.
Biltong on 3. 1, 2, 3. Biltong! Woo!
You're on the road. You're on the road. Look out. Okay, straight around now. You gotta straighten out. In the grass. Okay, well, come on. Just keep fighting back. 4 feet to a rock. 3, 2.
Any ho, neighbor.
Alright. And then anchor to the top.
All right, is that it? Yeah. Oh, cool. Look at the rainbow.
Whiskey's there.
Oh, that would hurt.
Can you?
Yeah. Wait. I think there's still line in there.
Odds are.
Wait, are we just play this until we lose?
Yeah.
It's
Wait. That's not what it. Wait,
no.
how is he not involved in this?
Yeah.
It's his cup. He ruined it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Who ruined it?
Here.
You ruined it.
JQ, get
By
the
not
fuck in here.
finishing.
1, 2, 3,
10.
7.
Oh, I've got 7.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It doesn't matter. We both just say a fucking number.
No shit. That's the fucking game.
I know, but I'm not guessing yours or mine or whatever. It makes no difference. Right?
Okay, go.
You just say
1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh! It's coming down to this game right now. This is it.
1, 2, 3,
1.
No, Brett, that means you have to make it.
What?
It's 1 of 1 now. That's it. Down the hatch, Brett.
Oh, you mean I can't just sip it?
No, not whiskey and wine. Oh, God. Whiskey and wine. Oh! Don't hold it in. Just let it go.
Oh, it's actually nice.
Popping a window on the coast of US 1 when I woke up and just seeing waves crashing. And you're on the edge of this cliff. And it's surreal. And the first thing you want to do is obviously go, wake your other 2 colleagues up because you just don't want them to miss a moment. Rise and shine. It's time for breakfast. Oh my God. Yeah. Let's get some coffee and breakfast going and see how it goes.
Robin.
You.
Mustard hurt.
I was waiting for a tree to come down.
Let's make a fucking epic breakfast.
What do you want? Eggs, bacon?
Do your worst. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Oh my God, you're pinching my bladder.
Straddle naked Brett with the drug rug.
My drug rug. Biltong is South Africa to me. It is my pastime, it's my youth, it's everything that I've grown up with, and it makes me so proud that I can come here to this country and introduce something from my country about what Biltong actually is. Obviously, when I moved here to the States, Biltong is not something that was ever around here. So as any kind of true South African, I used to make it myself because, I couldn't really take the jerky. It wasn't even close to what I'm accustomed to with Biltong. If I go back to the roots of Biltong and being able to come and share a pastime from my country and introduce it to this country, I think is phenomenal. So I think Kalahari Biltong, for that part, it means so much to me. It really is, it's a big leap.
That is... Alright. Rock, paper, scissors. Who's going in? Rochambeau. 1, 2, 3, shoot!
1, 0.
1, 2, 3, shoot! Boom! Whoa! How far? How far do I have to go? I want this to be... There's no way!
Full tilt.
do this.
I hate you.
Come on.
I want the record to show how much I dislike you. Oh my God! Through this trip, I think I have personally learned a lot about myself and about what the word family really means. I had unfortunately experienced a loss of my family unexpectedly in the middle of this trip. And both Brett and Robin, you know, being effectively part of my family, it meant the world to have them that close. And the question was, hey, listen, we can bag this trip right now, you know, we've got you. I finally came to terms with saying, I've got to go, and I want this trip to continue on, and I need you guys to carry the torch for me. I don't know if I can come back, but I'm going to do everything I can for this team to be able to be there for the culmination of this. And they were so supportive of that. And I couldn't be more appreciative and truly grateful to have what I feel are my brothers there for me and supporting me in probably one of my darker hours.
The next morning, we dropped Tyler off at the airport to fly home for his father's funeral. We said our goodbyes, and Brett and I headed south to Los Angeles, hoping our brother would make it back to finish this journey together. After a long drive down the PCH, we finally made it to Santa Monica. We linked up with Nathan, our West Coast counterpart, to sneak in a last-minute surf before the big race tomorrow. After taking our last beating from the Pacific, we watched the sunset, excited to meet up with Tyler in the morning for the culmination of our trip, the Los Angeles Spartan Race.
It was Brett's first Spartan race, my first Spartan race. This was going to be a new platform of a race. You know, it was going to be about endurance, it was going to be about mental strength, it was going to be about, you know, obstacles that none of us had mastered and others had, and that we could we could still do it arm in arm.
I've done a couple of Spartan races before. I've certainly had done my fair share of triathlons or marathons before, but this one was a little bit different. I think it meant something different to me because I was doing it with Brett and Robin, and it was their first time doing it, so it was pretty wild to kind of watch them go through these challenges and, you know, suffer through other parts of the race, and be able to kind of show them some of the tips and tricks. But I think for us as a team, we've always found that any kind of athletic moment where there's some struggle, there's some strife, there's a lot of laughs, has always bonded us and further cemented our team together. And so it meant a lot, I think, not only just because it was a wonderful ending to this journey, but I think at the same time, it has just continued to bond us even closer than ever before.
We all had different strengths. You know, Tyler has done these before. I've also never done one, so for me it was a learning curve. But I think having all three of us help each other out, certainly in the strength aspect, Robin was helping me out, Tyler was helping us out, you know, coaxing us all along the whole time. Again, it just came down to a solid teamwork, you know, and effort and fun.
I wouldn't have stepped onto the starting line of this race without knowing that I had Brett and Tyler to support me in all the areas of the obstacles and endurance that they have specialties in and could help me through, and vice versa. And that goes for the only way we've been able to feel like we could go to work every morning and then, more importantly, grow as a team, grow as a brand, as individuals, as athletes. That's what's kept this going. That's why we look at ourselves as successes in our own eyes. And that's all that matters.
The race was definitely the culmination of the entire trip. I think, you know, having us go and do the Spartan race as a team, the three of us together, was phenomenal. And just seeing, you know, the ability for all of us to work together, help each other out. We weren't there trying to, you know, win the race, get the best time. We wanted to do this as a team, help each other through the race. I think it's pretty emotional for the three of us. It was something that we had, you know, focused on, planned, and we executed on eventually, but had a great time doing it.
Kalahari Biltong and this whole trip, it's about seizing life. It's about having incredible moments with great friends. It's about taking the time to truly experience every road or cliffside or race that life has to offer, because you know what? It'll be over, right? Life's just moving too fast these days. And I don't mean to say just stop and smell the roses. I mean, really get after it. Squeeze every ounce out of life. And that's what this brand has always been, not just a sense of adventure, but a sense of saying, we're gonna push all in, right? Not just on today, not just on tomorrow, not just on this trip, but every day and every month and every year from here on out. And we hope that someone who is looking at this brand and at us, and maybe this whole trip and experience, can feel a little bit of the same and hopefully translate that into their own life in whatever medium that means something to them. Whatever activity, whatever passion, whatever job, to say, I'm gonna go for it, right? And I'm gonna love it. And I'm gonna wake up every day excited about it from here on out. And I'm willing to dig deep and work for it if that's what it takes. That's, I think at its core, what this brand and what this team and what this trip really stand for.
There is a stop for the
My name is Robin.
There's not a stop before the
I love my iPhone. I can't see anything else but my iPhone. I see my world in a small screen. That's all I can see. Not the real world, just this small screen of what I see.
If it's not on Instagram, it never happened.
It never happened. If a tree falls in a forest, did it happen on Instagram? No.
If a bear shits in the wood,
did it actually happen? No. But Robin did.
Yeah.
I did.
You shit in the wood?
Hold on. Accent the colors. It doesn't leave me.